What's up, fight fans? Main man, made man here. Y'all know how I get down. We talking boxing. What up to the fam? What up to everybody in Main Man, made man's boxing form? Hey, look, man. So the thing is this. I see that Anthony Joshua goes out there and holds down the sport of boxing by stopping Francis Ngannou in 2 rounds, dropping him, 2 times, fight fans? Him not getting up from the second one in brutal fashion. You know what I'm saying? I want to say congratulations to Anthony Joshua. Going out there, representing the sport, letting folks know you can't play boxing. Hopefully he sends a message to the rest of the imposters and the posers who want to come over here to boxing and think that shit is sweet, fight fans. So good for Anthony Joshua, man. Good for Anthony Joshua. Francis Ngannou looked like a fish out of water when he was faced with a fighter that was really looking to come and fight. Ngannou versus Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury played around a lot, joked around a lot. And once he got dropped by Francis Ngannou, embarrassingly, got back on his feet, took the fight serious, and Ngannou pretty much didn't win another second of another round. And, this actually led a lot of combat sports fans to want to jump out there and say, hey, Francis Ngannou has a chance in boxing. All because Tyson Fury got in there joking around, playing around. Now, Anthony Joshua, when he was faced with this fight, he approached it serious from day one. He didn't take nothing lightly when he was said that he was going to go and face Francis Ngannou. It was a whole totally different approach than what Tyson Fury had did. And Anthony Joshua took this extremely serious, linked up with Ben Davies, you know what I mean? And him and his team worked on the game plan to get this done. And hopefully he's sending Francis Ngannou back to the cage, fight fans. Real spill. Now, don't get it twisted. In the end, Francis Ngannou technically is still a winner because he's received perhaps the biggest payday of his entire career. It's been reported that he was going to be making around $20 million for this particular fight. He's never seen no money like that in the UFC. He even made really, really good money in the Tyson Fury fight. So yeah, though he got 2 losses in the sport of boxing, technically he's won. Francis Ngannou has made more money in his 2 fights than most fighters would make in their entire career. So, to a boxing fan who sees these type of things, we don't like to see, these UFC guys coming over here getting these kind of paydays, especially in front of a lot of deserving fighters, fight fans. And so this has turned the boxing fans off to events like this. But however, we do cheer when we see one of our fighters go out there and represent the sport very well. So good for Anthony Joshua. See, folks, you got to understand, and this is something I tried to tell the fight fans. Just because you can punch and you is perceived to be just a big puncher doesn't mean that you can make it to the top of the sport. A lot of fans were literally fooled by Francis Ngannou, believing that all it takes in today's fight game is just power. No. It takes a definite level of skill, a definite ability that takes years and years to craft, fight fans. You can't just throw someone in there, oh, he's a big puncher, and just think that that's all it takes. Fighters normally who are considered one-trick ponies like that, they're only normally considered to be very, very limited. They have to adopt a certain level of skill in order to make it to the top of the sport. You must understand that. So hopefully this will be a learning lesson to a lot of fans out there to say, yo, just because somebody can punch, just because, he got a big shot that he can land, that makes him a contender at the top of the sport, at the top of the heavyweight division. These are the best heavyweights on the planet right here. And there were folks who really, really believed that Francis Ngannou has a chance. It's the sad thing about that is that this shows how really people really look at the sport of boxing. They don't believe that there's much skill left in the game. If you believe that some guy can come up just out of nowhere, just because he's a big puncher, and can possibly beat some of the best heavyweights on the planet. So let this be a learning lesson. It takes skill. People look at Deontay Wilder. Oh, he was just a powerful right hand. No, he had the ability to land the shot consistently. He knew how to properly set up his shots. That takes time. That takes years to craft everybody. So let this be a learning lesson. Now, a lot of folks, we seen Tyson Fury there because he was there to support Joseph Parker. And of course, the natural order of the conversation is going to be, is Anthony Joshua going to take on the winner of Oleksandr Usyk versus Tyson Fury? That still remains to be seen. I mean, the good news about all of that for those who look to that fight is that the Middle East more than likely would be involved. Having that glue in the middle right there to provide all of the money that's necessary to put on a fight of that magnitude, that should be a good sign. You know, that makes the fight highly, highly probable. You know what I'm saying? This will bring two sides who normally can't come together for a deal. The Middle East guys will bring them all together. Not to mention they all have established relationships with all parties involved, whether it be Frank Warren, whether it be Eddie Hearn. So, I mean, real possibility, man. You know what I mean? So we'll see how it works out. But, you know, I know a lot of people are looking at this performance. Then, you know, fans are going to size it up and say, oh, well, he'll stop this guy now. He'll stop that guy. He'll stop Fury. I still would definitely favor Tyson Fury over Anthony Joshua. And that's only if Fury gets past Usyk. That's not going to be an easy fight. But I'd still, if it got to that point, I'd still favor Tyson Fury. I mean, this is Francis Ngannou fight fans. This is a guy who, you know, he's a UFC guy, man. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, I'm not going to walk away from that and thinking that, oh, Anthony Joshua is this new destroyer because he did this to Francis Ngannou. But I am happy to know that he did it. Now, AJ has always been known to be a puncher, though. He's always been known to have a good, solid right hand. He's never been not known to be a puncher. It's just that recently, you know, him adopting the new style that he normally has, a lot of people kind of tend to forget. AJ is a very, very strong fighter, physically strong fighter. He was known early in his career to get a little bit too buffed up and, you know, had to take a lot of time off in fights. But when he was dangerous or when he was full of stamina, he was always known to be a good puncher, always known to be strong. You know, he pulled that big uppercut out there on Vladimir Klitschko, man, after him being put down on the canvas. So, yeah, he's always been known to be a puncher. So, I mean, I don't leave this fight thinking, oh, since he stopped Francis Ngannou, oh, he's a new kind of destroyer. He's always been that guy. You know what I'm saying? The question is, can he pull that same punch out on the caliber heavyweight like a Tyson Fury or a Deontay Wilder? And don't get it twisted, fight fans. There's still somewhat of an appetite out there for Deontay Wilder versus Anthony Joshua. I don't think that that's totally gone yet. You know what I'm saying? I mean, of course, Deontay Wilder will have to get back into the win column, maybe knock somebody out, build the confidence of the fans back up. But I don't know if that appetite is totally gone. But I will admit, the appetite from Eddie Hearn and maybe even Anthony Joshua has definitely died down a lot. They're going to look to go towards Fury and Usyk, no question about it, especially since more than likely this is what the organizers in the Middle East would want. And it is what it is, man. I'm just, you know, hoping it all plays out. Maybe when this is all said and done, we can definitely have us an undisputed heavyweight champion. And that's all good with me, fight fans. But as for Francis Ngannou, pick his ass up, get him up out of boxing, take your paydays, and roll on out, man. You know, I don't think this knockout would stop folks from the UFC from coming. If anything, it still would encourage them because they would see Francis Ngannou's check. So, you know, though he got brutally knocked out in embarrassing fashion, the fact still remains he got paid very well. So we'll see how it works out, man. Thumbs up on the way out if you didn't hit it on the way in. Share, rock the bells. Catch up with y'all real soon on the next live stream. To the next video, man. Peace out.